And hello there folks, RJB here from RJB TV with Yeol against Burgersasu. Back again for game number 2, or in game number 1 we had Yeol playing the game of his life against Burgersasu. He absolutely showed up to the club and actually showed us that he's got some moves. He's got some sweet dance moves. Really hyped to see him return here in game number 2 against Burgersasu. He's on the yellow Protoss. Make it red. Red Protoss. Because the thing is, Yeol is on this dark blue color, and it's just terrible for observing. You cannot read the name at the top. Sometimes on the minimap, things are very hard and difficult to see. We're gonna make him lighter blue. Regular blue. Red against blue. Burgersasu on the bottom, and Yeol there on the top left corner. This match is hopefully going to be great, because up until now, this player Yeol has always failed to disappoint us. He's always succeeded at bringing hype games, and that is because I actually am starting to believe that he might just be the player Meppo, also known as Chicken Man, also known as All Kill, and San Francisco. There's a lot of names he goes by, and I think he is exactly that person. In the previous video title, I actually put, could this be Lee Baku? But I really think that this is actually Meppo. It's just what I think. I cannot confirm or deny, because the thing with Meppo and Lee Baku is that they actually play almost the exact same way. It's only on Zerg and Terran that you can tell them apart, but when they play Protoss, they're pretty much the exact same player. So those two players have always confused me a whole lot, because I just cannot tell them apart. I just cannot tell Lee Baku apart from Meppo. Their APM is almost the same, their EAPM is almost the same, they use the exact same hotkeys, but they are in fact two different people, because I have seen them play against each other. They're just two players who play the same, which makes it hard. It makes it very hard. But yeah, here game number 2, Burgersasu is trying to get himself some revenge, served hot, not cold, but hot, smoking hot. He wants to pay back Yeol for that, I want to say, humiliating loss in the previous game. Yeol only had 8 probes. Burgersasu was making fun of Yeol for losing all of his probes. He was making fun of him. He was laughing in the chat. You saw it, I saw it. He was typing ha 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 ha. He really thought he had the victory in the bag, in his possession. He thought he was holding it in his hands, and Yeol took it from him with simply superior play, superior micro, superior multitasking, superior decisions. Everything was superior. Yeol absolutely showed up to the party. And as I said at the start, he showed us he can dance. He's got the moves better than Jacker. So what is he going to do here? Let me just adjust the sound size a little bit. Someone really wanted me to slightly increase the game sound, and I actually am going to do that by adjusting it a little bit in my recorder settings instead of in the game settings. And hopefully that is going to be exactly what we need. Hopefully that's what we need. So we have an almost functional wall in the front. Zealots will not get through. We have about 9 Marines to block the entrance. Burgersasu once again playing a somewhat low economy defense. In the early game, went for a fast command center to boost his economy, goes over a scans the base, and he sees valuable information. He sees a spinning cyber core and triple gateway. He knows what to do. It's going to be Dragoons with a range, so he's getting his Marine range, because Marine range is what you need when you are against Dragoons with Singularity Charge. You put some Marines with a range in a bunker, and all of a sudden, the Dragoons can no longer attack from a safe distance, because they will always be within a range of the bunker with Marines and Marine range. So that is the correct choice. And he's very quickly going to go for double Robo. Whereas Burgersasu goes for a very fast start board, probably planning on going for a tank drop, or maybe putting some tanks at the high ground here. Bottom line, Burgersasu this time around will protect himself properly. So this attack here from Yeol probably will not do a whole lot, because Dragoon range and Marine range, actually Dragoon range takes a little bit longer than Marine range, so both of them will pretty much finish up at the same time. Dragoon range is done, but so is the Marine range right now, which means the Dragoons have to get the hell out of there, step back, go to a safe distance, or simply die. Siege mode on the way, Siege tank is finished up, it's going to get the control tower there as well. No third command center there for Burgersasu. Is he going to add on more barracks now, or is he going to stay on a double barracks defense? We already have the double reaver on the way there for Yeol. We have triple gateway there in the back. We have some cannons there coming up for tank drops, because he's probably assuming tank drops are going to happen. When you play against Burgersasu, tank drops are on the menu. You have to know as a Protoss how to protect your probes, or you are going to be in a world of pain. A lot of pain. Scans them yet again. Scans the front side. Sees the shuttles, sees a Temple's Archive. In a very weird position for a Temple's Archive. He did not see the Reavers finish though. He did not see the Reavers finish, but he probably assumes it's going to be double Reaver. So 2 Dragoons are on the top side to protect against tanks. 2 at the bottom, 1 cannon, so 2 cannons at the moment. They got a couple more cannons, just a couple more cannons. We have no speed for Zealots. We have speed for Shuttle on the way. We have Storm not yet on the way. We got level... Okay, Storm's on the way. So it's armor for ground, armor for air. He's really prioritizing the armor upgrades. Unlike 458, who always goes for shield first, I highly prefer the armor upgrades first. Got a tank up on the bottom, Marine and a tank inside, flying in. Dragoon shooting, he's not gonna hit this. Not gonna work. Goodbye tank, he tried, didn't work. Yeol is just prepared for this kind of stuff. You're not gonna get him, you're not gonna catch him off guard. Not after what happened in game number 1. You're not gonna catch him off guard again. So he's getting Storm. So the reason you get your level 1 armor and level 1 air armor first is because the Terran is getting level 1 attack on the... Oh, drop comes in. It flies out. There's nothing in sight though. Yeah, the Terran get level 1 attack there for the Marines. So you want to have your Templars specifically and your Shuttle specifically be able to reduce the damage from the Marines, because the Marines are the #1 unit used to defend against shuttles. So the longer they stay alive, the higher the chance you will hit the Storm. If your shuttles die too quick, the Templars won't unload. If the Templars die too quick, the Storm won't happen. So get the armor upgrades first, unless you are planning to attack the front with a big ass army. Otherwise, armor first. Do not get level 1 attack for either air or ground. Armor is what you want. Comes over the bottom there, looking for a way in. Burgersasu knows it's happening because he had the raid there on the side. Spots it. Templar storming. Templar getting very close, but Templar gets sniped there by the tank. That drop did not succeed. He got like a medic, 2 Marines. That was well defended. This is why you put that Wraith or an engineering bay there on the hill on the side so you can see things flying in. Same here. He's now using the Dragoons to push the raids away, to reduce the amount of vision that Burgersasu has. That's what you gotta do. You gotta take away the Terran vision, because if the Terran does not have vision, this is what happens. These turrets cannot look up onto the high ground, they cannot shoot. But you also get less response time, because instead of seeing the shuttles flying here, you only see them when they're already in the base. Huge difference. Comes over the bottom side, bottom right, unloading, turns around, Temple Storms on the Marines. Marines are dodging yet again. But there's 4 storms. Ooh, 4 storms coming in. And it cleans out all the Marines that are on the right side. That was a good storm. A good storm drop. But with 7 barracks, Burgersasu does not care about losing Marines to storms. He has so much Marine production. He is feeling safe. Burgersasu is very good at this Marine defense playstyle. And the question becomes, is he going to get level 1 armor, or is he going to only get the attack upgrades? Some players get the attack and armor upgrade, some other players only get the attack upgrade, some other players only get attack level 1 upgrade. But you really need the attack upgrades on your Marines if you're going for a Marine defense, because you want to kill those shuttles. And when the shuttles get more armor and more armor, you need to match the armor upgrades with your Marine attack upgrades. So level 1 armor on the shuttles means level 1 attack on the Marines. Level 2 armor on the shuttles means level 2 attack on the Marines, etc, etc. You really need to get those upgrades. You just do more damage. More damage is awesome. Less damage is terrible. Comes in over an amazing angle. This is the angle most Protoss players use. Comes in, flies in, gets close. SCVs have to run away. There's 4 high Templars on the scene, but they're too far away from the SCVs. He just killed a couple of them, but not a lot of them. Most of the SCVs stay alive. He didn't pick up another one, so the SCVs are returning back to the workers, but there's still 2 high Templars. They're on the scene, maybe ready to storm. Though all storms have been used, he tries to pick it up, but misses it by just a little bit. And the SCVs return back home, still mining, 59 alive, 4 gas at the moment. Lost a lot of Marines to the storms, but Marines, as I said before, losing them is completely fine. Got 1 armory, armory number 2, they're on the way. Still only a single engineering bay. The thing about not getting the level 1 armor though is that the Marines stay alive longer with the armor against Zealots, but not against Reavers or High Templars. And as you can see, most of the time the Marines die to High Templars, not to Zealots. So maybe that's why players do not get their level 1 armor on the Marines. So we got 6 Stargates, he's got 4 Robos, I'd say about 12 gateways at the moment, 2 still on the way, that's number 13. Doesn't have a lot of cannons to protect his probes though, not a lot of cannons, it's some, but this is not enough. Like, he can still easily tank drop from here or over there and kill some probes, easily. Scans the map, he scanned the sides. What did he scan? I heard the scan sound, but I don't see anything. Scans the front, comes in over the bottom, starts unloading those High Templars on the scene. SCVs have to run away to safety right about now, and they do. Templars get sniped, Templars die. That drop did not succeed. But do we have another drop coming in? Yes, we do. This one gets sniped as well. Templar does not unload. Burgersasu is on top of everything, kills everything before it can become a problem. Once again, beautifully played there by Burgersasu. Beautifully played there by Burgersasu. No mistakes made. He is playing as he should be, on top of everything. So we got a small little block there at the front. He's trying to break out because he feels he can attack. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 factories with a machine shop and 4 without. So 8 factories, 4 for tanks, 4 for vultures. Another drop there comes in. This is a great angle. Marines have trouble getting in there, unloading right next to the SCVs, but the Templars are all the way at the top side. Does he pick one up? He picks one up, unloads it on the scene, storms him, and he hits him. Not very hard though, so there's 65 SCVs left alive, so we lost about 10 of them. That is not a concern, that's not a problem, that's pretty much okay. And he's breaking into the middle now, whereas we can see that Yeol is getting carriers. 7 Stargates, he's building a proxy base as well for gateways. Yeah, Yeol is playing this pretty well, but nothing so far has really managed to succeed, and it's more because Burgersasu is playing a great defense. Yeol is trying his hardest, he's doing everything correctly, he's attacking frequently. He has great target selection, great unloads, amazing multitasking. He's a very fast player. Very fast player, but nothing is quite going as he wants it to. Also, these mines in the middle are amazing. This will force Yeol to get some observers before he can move through the middle to attack the front, which will allow Burgersasu to push forward with the tanks if he wants to. If he wants to. Drop there on the right, changing direction. Might even fly back home. He's unloading on the vultures on the middle. Okay, so he wants to clear the vultures first. He's getting an observer at the moment as we speak. Although he got the observatory, but not yet the observers themselves. He's getting carriers, getting Arbiter Tribunal for a stasis or maybe a recall. And he's getting a couple more upgrades. Let me just quickly check the upgrades. That one's going to die. He's on 2 armor, 1 shield, 1 attack. The air is on 2 armor, 1 shield, 1 attack. So all the upgrades are pretty much the same all across the board. Unloads at the front, storms some Marines, is a great storm. Actually kills a lot of Marines in the back. So now we have this approach, this path there on the bottom left, completely open. There's 5 turrets, 1 Wraith. But what do we have here? We have 3 shuttles, 2 Corsairs. This should easily make its way through this section, and there's nothing there to kill it. That's great, that's great. So let's keep our eye on that for a little while as he pushes into the middle. There's no anti-air yet. It looks like Burgersasu has not been scanning frequently to see the carriers in production. He hasn't been scanning. Oh, maybe he has. The Goliath's already there. Drop comes in at the same time as he attacks the front door. Starts alone there on the scene as he's run to safety there to the right. Templars ready to storm. There's 3 High Templars on the scene, 4 High Templars on the scene, but these are just out of range. Just out of range. They're low HP. They're bruised and battered. They have another storm. He's morphing Archon. Storms again. Kills a lot of Marines, but SCVs once again do stay alive. Although he's down to 64, so maybe he did lose about 10 yet again. Also, the carriers have to slightly retreat. He lost 1 of them. I think he had 6 at the middle, loses 1. Maybe he had 7. He had 7 carriers, lost 2 of them. There's no shield batteries yet, though, so we need some shield batteries right about here, maybe over there, maybe over here. He just needs to be able to restore the shields on the carriers. We'll keep them alive for longer. It will make it so that it's okay to take some damage on the carriers. You're gonna restore the shields anyway. Gives you a lot more power, more freedom, more ability to basically do hit and runs and drive-bys with your carriers. So the Corsairs are there to fight against probably Wraiths. If Wraiths were something that Burgersasu was going to use, but he's not. He's not using Wraiths. He's using turrets and Goliaths, vessels as well, mines on the map to hold those Zealots back. Snipes the vessel though, great snipe, but he's under attack there. Carrier's retreating over the middle because he's just taking body shots by the Goliaths. Also, the mines are keeping the Dragoons away, so that's another great move there. We do have about 3 observers in the sky, more carriers coming across the map there. So this means that the mines are less of a problem. But the Goliaths definitely are, because he's on level 2-2 there on the ground. The sky for him is on 2-2-2, so he's got level 3 armor, He's getting attack upgrade at the moment. He's not getting his other air and ground upgrades at the moment. Just very occupied with building on the middle and producing his carriers. 84 probes, he's going to have to kill some of them at some point, and that's why we have this High Templar. Once he feels he's rich enough, he's going to kill some probes and switch them out with more of those gateway or carrier units to have a stronger push against Burgersasu. But Burgersasu is really fortifying this middle position. There's a lot of turrets here to fight against interceptors. Interceptors are terrible against mass turrets. Arbiter in the skies, and my Templars in the back. More observers arriving on the scene, more carriers on the way from back at home. Some Dragoons are in production as well. Proxy Gateway base is ready to go once Burgersasu moves out, but Burgersasu is not moving out at the moment. And as you can see, those interceptors, like, it's only 5 carriers, or 7, 6. Not a lot of carriers, not a very strong fighting force. And fighting force cannot really start anything against these turrets and Goliaths. Also, we have a lot of ghosts in the back, ready to use lockdown. We have level 3 attack, level 1 armor there on the way. And he does not have that many factories. I mean, depends on what you define as many. We have 6 on the side, 6 in the middle, 2 there on the top. So 12, 14, and number 14, 15. Yeah, he's getting more and more. He's getting more and more. More and more. Actually, 14. So that attack doesn't really amount to much. The storms, though, on the tanks, on the Goliaths, the storms are hard hitting. But the carriers are just too small in number to really be a problem. And he did storm some of his probes. He's down from 84 down to 64, so he stormed 20 of them. And actually 64 is a great number. He is mining a little bit too much gas, though. You can see his gas bank growing and growing. At some point he will have to move some of his probes from the gas to the minerals, because he only has about 30 probes mining minerals, maybe even less. Another 30 are mining gas. And once you have the carriers on the map, as a Protoss, you don't really need a lot of gas. You can be completely fine with 6 gas. Goes in with disruption webs, but we have lockdowns as well. This is amazing. We see a lot of stuff that we usually don't see. Is he gonna break through? I don't know. The lockdowns are party pooping on the carriers. The Dragoons, though, are doing a great job against the Goliaths. The Dragoons there are what makes this work. But it's not strong enough. One carrier flies forward and dies. Ooh, little miscontrol there from our hero Yeol. Burgersasu is making room. He's making room, flying barracks and engineering base to the sides. He's not gonna get level 2 armor for the Ghosts and Marines. The Ghosts and Marines are just there to basically complement the tanks and Goliaths and the vessels. He just wants to get lockdowns. That's one of them, that's 2 of them. The 2 carriers out of the race. That stasis is not amazing, but it does get 5 Goliaths, so it's something. The Goliaths are going to take down the carriers, though. We're going to need to see something. He got storm dropped. Oh my god, he got storm dropped. How many? How many? How many? Okay, we didn't see how many, but he was on like 65 down to 33. I missed it. Burgersasu missed it. We all missed it. He hits him really hard. Down to 33 at a very bad timing into the game. He was just about to start pushing across the map, and right as he starts to push, right as he starts moving out, he loses his entire workforce. Labor unions, not going to be happy about that one, but the SFVs are gone. It's time to make new ones. It's time to make new ones. It's time to recover. This is an opportunity for Yeol to start pushing and breaking Burgersasu's defenses. The carriers, though, are simply not working. You can see it. You can see it. Yeol is moving away from carriers. It's not working. It's not working. He has to switch over into Zealots and Dragoons. That's what he's doing as well. And you can see from earlier, he does not have enough probes on the minerals. His bank dropped by like 6,000 very quickly. Big drop there on the left. 1 carry on the middle. Big army moving and attacking. He's gonna attack with the army and then send him to drop while he's fighting here on the middle. EMP there on the High Templars has such an amazing configuration of tanks across this entire section on the middle. The drop comes in there over the left side. Lockdown's happening. Shuttle 1, 2, 3, and number 4. Oh, 1 is left alive, and that one unloads a High Templar, ready to storm. Hits nothing though. 1 SV does go down. Very close call there. Unloaded the High Templar just on time, and there were not enough units on location to kill the High Templar and prevent it from storming on those SCVs. Also in the middle, large chunk of his army got taken down by that massive attack there. A lot of storms came down, and the storms definitely did the job. So Burgersasu now all of a sudden down to 160 supply. 66 SCVs though. 66 SCVs though. He is recovering. He is recovering. But as a result of the drops, his gas mining has been completely screwed over. Some refineries are mining with 1 or 2, and you always want 3 on every single refinery. He's going to have to put some effort into basically reorganizing the refineries so that he's mining gas properly again. So once again, the fight erupts on the middle, starts pushing forward. Burgersasu is not the type of player to let a drop or 2 let the wind be taken out of his sails. He's going to always keep on pushing forward, trying to get an advantage, trying to put back some leverage, some pressure on his opponent. Great storms unloading on top of everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 storms all over the place. Hits a lot of stuff, but not enough dies. But the storms are largely there to reduce the HP on the tanks and the Goliaths to allow the Dragoons and Zealots to kill everything a little bit more quickly. More storms coming down. Yeol is playing this like a master of Protoss. The Templars once again moving forward. Does he have additional storms? Actually, nope. Morphing into Archons. And he breaks through that entire frontal section. Does Burgersasu have enough defenses back at home? No. He's in some trouble. But a lot of tanks are spawning right on time. Vultures coming in right on time. Locks down on the Dragoons to make sure that they do not participate in the fight. The lockdowns are actually pretty tight, pretty cool, pretty cute. So he defends that. His army respawns just on time. But Yeol is keeping him back. He's keeping him back, contained within his base, cleans out all those turrets he spent so long building. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves an epic battle happening here on Fastest Map. Burgersasu Yeol are bringing us the goodness. They're bringing us the excitement that I've been longing for so very long. We have ourselves a baller. We have ourselves a baller. No carriers, it's a simple gateway man with shuttles and with Templars and shuttles storming all over the place. Comes in over the front side, flies in, lockdown's happening. One of them gets taken out. He's trying to unload on top of the tanks, but the lockdown kind of party pooped all over the place. The Zealots are breaking through there though. Very small, tight, narrow space with a huge army ready to fist right through there. But can he do it? Can he break through deep enough? There's 5 tanks in the back. Vultures in the front, buying time. Dropship is taking fire. Tanks are taking fire from the Goliath. Dragoons, once... Oh, drop comes in. It's 1 lockdown, 2 lockdowns. 2 lockdowns on both shuttles, takes them both down. 1 Templar doesn't load, tries to storm on the goes. So much is happening all at once. These players are playing at lightning speed. Everything at the same time. On both locations, back at home, back at enemy base. They're fighting for their lives. Burgersasu. Barely scraping by. Like, that was a close call. That was a close call, I tell you. That was a pretty close call. He almost folded like a long chair. But he made it through. He made it through. Which means he can start rebuilding his defenses. Ooh, I heard a lot of High Templar just die to a mine. Nice move with the Vultures into the middle. Cannons are holding him back for now. Huge gateway block here. Everything fits into one screen, so that's about 12 gateways. That's a pretty nice block of gateways. Another 8, 14, 16, and 12. 28 gateways is a pretty good amount. One on the middle as well. Observer arrives in the middle for the mines, but the tanks are behind the mines and being pretty damn annoying. Drop comes in yet again. Great angle. Great angle. Will the Ghost get the lockdowns? 1, 2, 3. Templar unloads. Has to run away just to be safe. Yeah, okay. 1 Templar unloads. Could not storm any SUVs and it dies. Another's trying to move forward. There's just so much happening at the same time. It's difficult for both players to actually get these lines moving. Okay, another attack, another attempt. Mines being placed around the center. Both players have all their upgrades where they should be, right? Level 3-3, 3-3, 3-3-3. Yes, the upgrades are where they have to be. I really like that Yeol is playing a more simple style of gateway units with shuttles and High Templars. It makes it feel like this is a normal map game where the meta has for a very long time been Dragoon Zealots and Templars and shuttles. That's what the professionals are currently using on the normal maps. And this is kind of the exact same thing. I kind of like it. Mines in the front, tanks in the back. Looks like he's trying to get this drop in. So when the drop gets close, he's going to attack. Drop gets close, he's going to attack. Yeah, goes in for the attack. Flies in with the drop. This is a method as old as time. Flying very deep in there, storming on the middle. Doing a lot of damage, but here back at home, this is what matters. Storms him right in the face. How many kills? 63 kills. Oh my god. 63 kills. Here on the middle. Lost a lot of Vultures as well. A couple of tanks. But 63 SCV kills with that drop. That just goes to show how important it is to fly a drop in while you're also attacking the enemy with something else. Because that extra attack just distracts them so much. Oh, another storm hits even more. Oh my god, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Down to 14. Yeol, you are breaking my back. You're giving Burgersasu the back shots so damn hard. Is Burgersasu gonna recover from this? He's got a lot of SCVs in production. He's got 5 command centers. He should be able to recover, but if he loses his army right about now, he's gonna be in some trouble. I can tell you that. If he loses this army right now, he will not be able to replace it. So he's gonna have to be careful. He's gonna have to be very, very careful. But does Yeol have enough units to actually break the middle? He's got carriers in production. So no, he does not have enough units to break this yet. If those carriers did not exist, if those carriers had all been gateway units, he might be able to push Burgersasu back significantly. the carriers take up a lot of supply space, it's not going to happen. Also, Burgersasu is going to stay on a small economy. 29 SCVs. He's banking and gambling on having a large, huge, absolutely massive and long, girthy tank attack moving over the middle. He's gambling. My friends, Burgersasu is gambling. And Yeol is waiting for another drop. He's waiting for another drop. We have a couple ghosts ready to lock them down, but first this huge army from Burgersasu is just ramming right in there, all over the middle, pushing across, and Yeol is preparing his carrier army. 7 carriers going to attack there over the left side. Actually, is he going to retreat? Is he going to retreat or is he going to go? So we're both players are going to trade. Burgersasu knows these carriers exist, and he's expecting them to go for an attack over the left side. Yeol is waiting for an opportunity to go in with these drops over the right side. Burgersasu is using that moment, this exact moment in time, to just kill a proxy base and take control over the middle. He's in 47 SCVs. He's recovering his economy. He's in a better spot than before. And he goes in over the left side. Going to try to draw attention away from the drop. And the drop yet again goes in there over the right side. Left against right. Red against blue. Comes in. Burgersasu is responding. Not responding. He's not paying attention. Gets stormed yet again. Down from 47 down to 17. 30 SCVs dead and gone. 30 SCVs dead and gone. And losing this entire section of turrets as well. But Burgersasu does have enough minerals to recover. He's not dead yet. He's got about 4,000 and a half. Should be enough to rebuild about 40 SCVs. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. Also has a huge army there still in the middle. Some Dragoons and Zealots here are waiting, lying and waiting. They're on the top corner or on the top middle. He's gonna try to flank these units. So he's gonna bring these back home. I think that's about 11 carriers. 9 carriers. He's gonna bring them back home. And maybe flank this army. What's he gonna do? Oh, 2 more carriers, so it's gonna be 11 carriers. Goes into the middle, snipes the vessels first. No EMPs. Actually, he hits an EMP on the carriers right as he comes in. Clutch as can be. And the tanks retreat back to the turrets. SCVs in the back, still recovering. And these units are going to flank. Some Dark Temples goes for a Dark Archon. Earlier, I saw him getting Mind Control upgrade. So he might go for Mind Control to try and win the game. Ooh, the carrier control is nasty. That's some pretty good carrier control there over the left side. And a right side attack to flank him. The tanks on the ground there, though, are holding the position. Goliaths and turrets are fighting back against the carriers on the high ground. He has to use his scans to see the carriers because they're on the high ground, which is a nice vision. Maybe we can see it. Yeah, we can see it right there. You cannot see them if they're on the high ground. You have to scan or have something in the sky to hit them. Or see them. He's retreating. Tail between his legs. He's retreating. He's running. He's a scared cat running back home. Also, I just want to point out, Yeol has 24,000 gas, but he's still mining gas, but he just stormed his own SCV, his own probes. At this point, he has to move his probes, all of it, all the probes to the minerals. And just stop mining gas. You have 25,000 gas. You never need gas ever again. You can play the game out with 25,000 gas. You're going to be completely fine. Focus on the minerals instead. Okay, so we can see that Yeol is pushing Burgersasu back home. He's pushing him back home successfully. Carrier's getting a lot of ground. The ground army is also doing a great job against the Goliaths and the tanks. Kills the tanks on the high ground. Mines on the middle though. Mines on the middle. Carrier's close to dying. Taking fire shots, taking direct shots from the Goliaths. Forced to retreat. No shield batteries on the map. Cannot repair them. Looks like Yeol is going to switch over into a ground army, but the game is starting to look more grim for Yeol here. I think Yeol is in a pretty bad situation at the moment because we can see Burgersasu just recovered his economy, but drop comes in, mayday, mayday, mayday. SCVs run to safety. Locking down, we got 3 High Templars on the scene. Can he kill the High Templars on time? Can he kill the High Templars on time? We have 3 storms, that's 1. That's 2. We only used 1 because the other 2 already stormed on nothing. Also, the carrier army has retreated. The Dragoons and Zealots on the middle have been killed. Yeol has been pushed back for once. Also, he has to put those probes back to work. He has enough minerals for now, but over time, once he starts producing non-stop, he's gonna run out of minerals if he's only mining minerals with like 30 probes. Which he is doing. He's only got like 30 probes on the minerals mining. Well, maybe 40 now, maybe 40. Got the Mind Control Archon waiting to strike. Burgersasu waiting to push. Gonna place mines and tanks on the high ground first. I have to kill the drop. Is there something inside the shuttles? Yes, yes, yes. But it will die just on time. 82 SCV still alive. Oh, right here. I thought I heard something. Oh, he's killing a gateway. He's killing a gateway. He should have actually killed this one pylon, not the gateway. But who cares? Who cares? Looks like both players are kind of preparing themselves for the next phase of the game. The next phase of the game is going to be the most intense one. Both players have solidified. Burgersasu has regained control over the middle. Yeol lost his proxy base, so he's got less production than before, which might become a problem. Building some carriers and some arbiters as well to try and fortify and solidify his unit composition. Drop comes in yet again, flies in over the left side. Burgersasu can see this, he's going to try to lock it all down. 1, 2, 3. Templar reloads, Templar storms, Templar hits him yet again. Oh my god, Burgersasu, you cannot be doing this. You cannot be doing this. You gotta pull those workers to safety. You gotta play it safe. But, once again, Burgersasu has enough minerals to rebuild the SCVs. The timing is just very unfortunate. Because now we can see that Yeol has the opportunity to go for an attack, while Burgersasu has reduced production capability. Although the carriers fly right into the Goliaths. Ooh, another one goes down. 2 of them die. That's painful and wasteful. That's wasteful. That's a waste. Sometimes you can see those mistakes piling up. Seeing opportunities slip out of someone's hands as the players are trying to fight for control over the map. Yeol is waiting for Burgersasu to push just a little bit further into the middle. Burgersasu is being very patient. Scans the front. Is this information useful? I don't know. Like, he doesn't know about this or this. He knows about this though, but that's only 5 carriers, 2 more on the way. Got some arbiters there finishing up as well, moving the remaining units into the middle of the map. He's looking for the carriers but cannot quite find them. So look at the vision on the map. A lot of vision on the map. This is a dark spot though. Has been the entire game. Okay, so it begins yet again. The fight erupts. Carriers in the front. Vessel in the back. Vessel goes for an EMP there on the carriers. Hits them. Hits one of them. It's one of them. It's just this one. Just this one. Okay, great push there from Yeol, but is... Oh, a lot of storms. That's like 6 High Templars. How many storms? 12 storms in total, maybe? Maybe not enough energy, but that was a pretty good push. Kills a lot of tanks, but loses his entire army at the same time as well. That's not too great. That's not too great. Also because he has no proxy base, which he's trying to build right now. When Burgersasu sets up right here, and some tanks behind the hill, this base becomes a prison of his own creation. Goes forward, ready to break through. Proxy base there is Gonna get spotted by a Goliath. He has the high ground advantage though. Like, he's got the high ground. Kills the vessel, goes back to the high ground. Now he's difficult to hit with the Goliath on the low ground. Now it's difficult to push forward. He needs vision on the high ground. Scans him. Target fires the carriers. Carriers move back. Very intricate interplay between these two armies. You got the Ghost on the scene. You got the Wraith in between. Observer spots it though. Wraith goes down. Proxy base is not being taken care of. He just wants to end the game. He wants to just push forward and end it. Did he hit the EMP? He hit the EMP. No shield batteries here back at home though. Locks him down. It's the Arbiter. Any carrier. Another one. 5 carriers still in the sky. One lockdown hit nothing. So 2 carriers are out. Goliath pushing forward. Cannon's going down. Not enough protection. I think Burgersasu is going to do it. Carriers are spawning. A lot of carriers have spawned. A lot of them. Like more than 12 in total. One in the front goes down. One more in the back. So 13 carriers. He's waiting for interceptors though. Raids come in. Raids snipe the... No. Great stasis. Oh, very clutch. Very clutch. You can see that these players are evenly matched. But Burgersasu is just having a stronger push here. He's just overwhelming Yeol with a superior fighting force. And the carriers just don't have interceptors. If only he had more shield batteries to keep on healing up those carries. Locks him down. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4. He's gonna get number 5. Let's make a screenshot. Because why not? Let's make one here. Oh yeah, that's a great one. Let's put everything back. And that one as well. So yeah, the carriers are doing a pretty good job. There's only 8 of them. A lot of Goliaths are on the scene, but not enough Goliaths though. These target firing the Goliaths directly. The Wraiths are doing most of the work because all the observers went down. Observers return. He's still in there. He's still in there. He's hanging on. Burgersasu is low on money. Low on money. But he's rebuilding just enough to keep the race going. Although, looks like Yeol is he gonna... Sometimes the Protoss will survive from this position onwards. Sometimes they will. Proxy base are a lot of Reavers. Oh, there's so many Robos. Stargate as well. He's gonna try to go for a huge Reaver drop right from the backside and try to destroy Burgersasu from the heart. Right at the command center. Maybe going to try to kill the supply depots as well to prevent him from rebuilding his army once he loses it. But this Goliath control is just on point. The carriers just cannot fight back. He just can't. He just cannot fight back. Storms? The storms are what he needs though. If the storms can kill some Goliaths, he might keep the carriers alive and then maybe kill some tanks. Although we have a push there coming over the left side. Right side, excuse me. He's trying to break through, but the Goliaths, maybe they can, maybe they cannot. He's got a lot of carriers on the way. He's building his proxy drop as well. Raids coming in. Raids are sniping the shuttles. Burgersasu is controlling this and this and this at the same time while producing from back home. His minerals are very low though. Very low on the minerals. His army is very small. Very small army. He's producing now, he's producing. But Yeol seemingly survives that attack. Reavers are gonna try to kill the Goliaths, but are they gonna succeed? I don't know. He's gonna pick some of them up. Gonna bring them to safety. Of course, they're in the sky. Reaver unloads. Reaver shoots its load on the scarabs, on the Goliaths. Is he gonna do this? Is he gonna do this? Nah. Ooh. Aww. Great scan though. That scan was amazing. Like, that's a really quick thinking. So we've got 5 carriers. Some zealots. We have 8 Goliaths. A lot of units here in the front. He's killing the tank on the high ground. And it stays alive at 10 HP. He just can't kill it. He tried to kill it. He just can't do it. Like, look at this tank. He's trying, okay? Is he gonna get it? He's missing. He's missing on his own tank. Let's go back to the fight here. Okay, it dies. The tank died. There's zealots coming in there. Over the left side. Carriers over the top side. retreats back home. This base survived. All he's got to do... Where did the... Okay, he's waiting for the shuttles to finish. We got the raids. Waiting. Okay, he's got a lot of raids. 9 raids. He's gonna try to snipe this before it becomes a problem. He's gonna ignore it with the ground army. He's gonna... No. Is he? He's gonna have to make some choices. Is he gonna attack this? The rears will defend this. Storms on the front, storms on the tanks. Tanks go down, Goliaths in the back. Zealots are getting on top of the tanks. Raids are coming in to kill the Reavers. Carriers going there over the left side to kill the tanks and the Goliaths. We have how many carriers? 8 carriers, a couple more on the way. Actually, no, we got raids on the way. We got gateway units produced. This game is crazy, but I cannot tell who's gonna win this. But it looks to be in favor of Burgersasu at the moment. Yeol is Oh, loses a carrier. This is one of the more chaotic late games that I've seen in a very long time. Both players are pushing their attention spans to the limit. They're doing as much multitasking as their bodies can possibly handle. But it's starting to look better for Burgersasu here. One more Reaver shot. Kills nothing. Proxy base goes down yet again. Does he still have the raids? Does he still have the raids? Yes. So the Corsairs are pretty functional. He needs to rebuild his choke point very quickly. He needs more cannons and shield batteries. Scans the map there. Scans the map. Scans the carriers. Scans the Corsairs. Scans the observers. Raids in the front. Corsairs on the hunt. Raids are dying. He's pushing in. No, he's retreating. He gets caught from behind. Goliaths are going to kill the carriers. The raids are coming in as well to try and finish them off. Disruption webs are saving the carriers. Goes into the high ground. Makes his escape because of these disruption webs. Raids cannot go in. Tanks are setting up there in the front and on the side. Now going to go for the frontal push. This is one of the more intense games I've seen in a long time. Scans it again. What does he see? What do your eagle eyes see, Legolas? Comes in. Oh, the carriers are getting wrecked. Okay, it's done. It's over. It's over. He finally caught the carriers. Disruption webs though, but now the Corsairs are on the right side, the raids are on the left side, carriers go down, raids cloak, observer still alive, less carrier, does it survive? Yes, it does. Corsairs came in just on time. Burgersasu's army just shrunk a lot down to 150 supply, which means that maybe Yeol can live on for just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. It's almost all Goliaths now. And a couple of ghosts. More carriers in production. We have too many Corsairs though. Too many Corsairs. He's gonna have to throw them away. Replace them with more gateway units. Or carriers, just anything. Create disruption webs. But the problem with disruption webs is that Zealots also cannot attack under a disruption web. So he would have to use Dragoons instead. A lot of vultures coming in. Yeol is finally starting to suffer from low minerals because he's not using all of his probes to mine minerals. He has 23,000 gas. Put these probes on the minerals. Get more income. Get more minerals. Do it. Just do it. Please, I beg you. Please put these on the minerals. That EMP was great. It's only 3, and the courses as well. But hitting that EMP makes life a lot easier. I've not seen 2 players at this level try this hard for this long in a long time. Maybe because I don't often cast these very long replays. A lot of high tempos in the front. Gonna go for an EMP. Vessel goes forward. Gets pushed back. The storms are keeping him in the race. But the lockdowns, 5 lockdowns. The carriers are useless. More Goliaths are coming in. As a medic? A medic. One lonesome medic. In the back dies. So now he has to wait for interceptors and for the carriers to get out of lockdown, but the Goliaths are there to kill them. The Templars in the back are ready to kill the Goliaths though. He calls GG, it's over. He does not believe anymore. He's running out of minerals, running out of steam, running out of units, running out of base, running out of time. Burgersasu wins the match almost 50 minutes in an epic 1 versus 1 between Yeol and Burgersasu. Burgersasu equalizes the score 1-1. This was an absolute banger of a match. One of the best PvTs I've seen in a long time. They were going back and forth all over the place, non-stop for 50 minutes. That is a certified banger. So I hope that I will see you return for the next one, for the game that will be the conclusion to this best of 3 between Burgersasu and Yeol. See you soon. I'm signing out.